Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Tyrauku here, and guys, for the last 4 hours, I have been working in the arena. I have been doing battle after battle after battle. This is the last hour and a half. This is absolute insanity, okay? I've spent so many gems. I don't even want to see how many gems I've spent. I've spent so many arena refreshes. Let's keep scrolling. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Guys, this is literal insanity, okay? But I have tested out Valkyrie with so many different builds. Today's video is not going to be so much of a champion guide as it is going to be a champion showcase for how I currently have my Valkyrie built. So first things first, if you guys enjoy the video, leave a like because I've spent so much resources on this video that, yeah, it'd make it feel as if it was kind of worth it. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. But besides that, the current Valkyrie build has gone through several iterations, okay? So this one is the one that I've landed on that I think is my favorite so far. This Valkyrie build right here allows me to attack and destroy and win pretty consistently against the champions that annoy me more than any other champion, and that is Warlord right here and Yumiko right here. So these two champions can lock out your skills even if you have block debuffs. It doesn't matter what you have on there, okay? They're going to lock you out. They're crazy. They're fast, they're very high accuracy typically, and they are some of the most annoying champions. Warlord being the most annoying because he fully locks you out and reduces your turn meter, which, why is that on a champion skill kit? I don't really know. But either way, Valkyrie allows me to go in there against those Siphi teams with Kymar and Warlord and win pretty consistently. Okay, now this build right here is what I've found to be my favorite. So what I have is pretty low speed. I don't really want her getting a lot of turns. I don't really care about the counterattack in this current build. I just want her reducing everybody's turn meter. And surprisingly, I've actually seen Kymar's where I'm at currently resisting me when I was at 550, almost 600 accuracy. So I've had to bump her up to 670 accuracy. And I'm hoping that nobody resists this, okay? So to resist this, you would need like 760, 770 resistance to actually resist this much accuracy. So I'm going to reason to bet that, yeah, she's not going to be getting resisted that often. Now, I do have some glyph room to go, and I will be doing that as soon as I can. But speaking of resources spent, I also have no silver. I'm completely empty on silver. So as far as the actual gearing goes on Valkyrie, what sets should you use? Well, Valkyrie is one of the champions probably with the most possible builds that make a lot of sense as well. So what I currently have is reaction and perception. Okay, that's obvious. Now, if you wanted to go stone skin, you don't really need reaction, because they kind of work pretty similarly. And if you go reaction, you don't necessarily need stone skin. While stone skin's amazing, I don't really need it. I can't get enough stats from it, so I have to switch it over to just perception. Now, as far as our masteries go, this is what I currently have. I'm pushing as much accuracy as I possibly can, getting some buff extensions, because if she does the counterattack, I do want it to be extended. If she does a shield, I do want it to be extended. But the main thing I'm bringing Valkyrie in for is this passive ability. So the passive ability has two parts. The first part increases this champion's turn meter by 10% each time an enemy champion places a buff. That is a significant turn meter boost, and she's going to be getting a ton of turns, even being at this low speed of 175. The second part requires accuracy. The first part does not require accuracy. It just happens to her, and it just happens. The second part does require accuracy. Each enemy champion will have their turn meter decrease by 10% for each buff they receive. So basically, against enemy Siphis, the enemies reducing their turn meter by 30% because Siphi's placing 3 buffs, and Valkyrie is increasing her turn meter by an insane amount. So this is an amazing passive ability to allow you to go against those enemy Yumikos, enemy Warlords, really anything other than Torments. If there's a Siphi on the team, Valkyrie can counter it, okay? Except for Torments and Hegemons, you have to build the Valkyrie a little bit differently. So if you want to go against Torments and Hegemons, you probably want to build Valkyrie in maybe Stone Skin, maybe immunity gear. But to be honest, if you're only worried about the passive, you don't really need that. You just need her to survive. But your other champions would need to be either a cleanser on the team or immunity or stone skin. So keep that in mind. For me, I just have to ignore those champions. But this team right here, guys, let's go ahead and check it out. So this one right here, probably going to be faster than me. So if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know my Arbiter is not really that fast. Okay, now some people are going to see this and think, whoa, she is crazy fast. But in reality, in Platinum Arena, she's pretty slow. I've seen plenty of players with 400 plus speed, which is absolute insanity. Plus, especially on +4 Siphis, +4 Kymars, those crazy teams like this, my team still outspeeds them. Well, after they cast all their buffs, then I outspeed them. So right here, let's see. The enemy Siphi gets a turn first, and then my Arbiter says, okay, I'll cut in. At this level, they're going to be speed tuned, so all these champions are speed tuned, but because Valkyrie's reducing their turn meter, they're no longer speed tuned. My Kymar sleeps them, a Valkyrie comes in. Now with Valkyrie, you got to be careful, because she can use this A2 ability, which is going to wake up Siphi and Valkyrie, which is no point in doing that. So it's better to use this A1. So I'm going to reduce the turn meter of the Kymar. Perfect. Decrease turn meter from the Evil Eye passive. But Valkyrie's A1 ability also decreases the turn meter if they're under a buff, which nobody was under a buff at that point. So just the Evil Eye proc from the Masteries was perfectly fine. But here we go. Boost some turn meter a little bit more, turn on auto, and boom, the team's wiped. So basically, pull in Valkyrie, and she is booked on her A2 ability, though with this team comp, it doesn't really matter. If you want to use a nuke Valkyrie, which actually makes a ton of sense, and it's a very, very solid option, you will want that ability booked because it got extra damage coming from it. So be mindful about that. But as far as a champion who's beneficial to my account, Valkyrie's been amazing. So last week, these teams like this, I never would have even touched them because these teams, they're going to be faster than me. I have no answer for this Warlord whatsoever. But now we got Valkyrie, and she is perfect. She's a perfect answer for these teams. These fast Siphis do all their buffs. Boom. Now my Arbiter cuts in. It's my turn now. Strips everybody, and we're good to go. Except for the Siphi. The enemy Siphi, I guess, has high resistance or just 3%ed. And did Kymar get a turn? No, that Siphi slept me. What the heck? That Siphi is faster than me and has over 600 resistance? My Kymar has 600 accuracy. What kind of game am I playing here? What is this? Let's see it. Okay, let's try this one more time. There's no way that champion is 370 plus speed, 600 plus resistance, and not even plus 4? No. I don't think so. Okay, that's more like it, okay? Thank you, Plarium. That was a little bit weird. The 3% resisting thing is honestly, why? Why is it even in the game? Okay, so we'll just A2, delete everybody. So, hey, if you have Valkyrie and she's sitting in your vault, take her out of your vault. She deserves to be taken out. Definitely use her. As a nuke champion, she's amazing. Like I said, this video is not so much a guide on Valkyrie, more so just a showcase on how I'm currently using my Valkyrie. I think there's a ton of different ways. If you guys want to see a more just guide video, I can do that later on as well. But there's a lot of other teams, and to be honest, I'd have to rebuild her several times to actually show that. But as a damage dealer, she's amazing. She hits pretty hard, has a 3 multiplier on her A2 ability, which is the only other active ability. That was a little awkward. I definitely should have reduced the turn meter on Rotos. But when you're talking to the camera while doing a video, get a little distracted. Let's try it again. But Valkyrie, she hits pretty hard. The 3 multiplier on her A2 ability definitely hits pretty hard. Definitely a champion worth building as a damage dealer. If you don't have anybody else that you want to use as a defense-based damage dealer, you can bring her alongside a Seeker in the lead, increasing the defense flat out from his aura and increasing the defense from his passive ability when he's hit with a crit. So he's going to bring quite a bit to your team. Definitely a very solid option. We did get some decreased turn meter on that Rotos, which is perfect. My Ray should get a turn this time, because there we go. Boom. And that Rotos didn't get frozen, which is unfortunate. Okay, now we're falling apart, and we've already used the res. So hopefully we can decrease turn meter a little bit here, get him below 50% threshold, boost the turn meter a little bit. My Ray's a little bit slow, I know, a little bit slow. There we go. All right, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. But if you have like a Seeker in the lead, so for like a go second Valkyrie team, if Valkyrie was a damage dealer, I actually did use a Seeker earlier and tried this, and it worked out very well. Some matches I need to bring in Candrifon or like a different damage dealer to kind of help Valkyrie. But even a champion like Goffred would be very solid with her because he's going to increase defense as well as remove any decreased defense, which is the most significant debuff on Valkyrie, because if her defense gets reduced, then she's not nearly as useful. So be mindful about that. But Goffred's a very solid option. You could throw in a Sandlash Survivor in the back. You could throw in a Krisk right here if you have one. Obviously, this is going to be a little more pay-to-win option. But Seeker and Valkyrie are such an amazing combo together. Seeker's passive works perfect. And if you wanted to bring in a champion like Candrifon or maybe even a Leors, if you have these champions, maybe a Rotos, Seeker also has the benefit of doing increased attack from his A2 ability. So he has an increased defense synergizing with Valkyrie. It's a go second team, and it's going to be protecting everyone else on your team. And he has a increased turn meter as well as an increased attack. So if you have an attack-based champion as well as a defense-based champion, both nuking, both bringing a lot to your team, this is going to be an excellent synergy of high damage, go second team, that's going to get through them pretty quick. Plus, Valkyrie's going to do the counterattack. Valkyrie's counterattack's going to hit hard. Kandrafon's counterattack is going to hit hard. Your Rhodos counterattack is going to hit hard. Just make sure you bring a fairly tanky champion or a Ragash. He's defense-based as well. Be excellent, okay? So there's a lot of different options you can do with this kind of team. Just throw somebody in the back, maybe even a Vogoth in the back. Somebody keep these champions alive, and you're going to be good to go against most of those, like, fast teams with Madame Ceres and things like that, where they're going to strip you, they attack, but they crit, and when they crit, they're going to proc that increased defense, which is very, very nice. So right now, we're top 46. I changed my defense just now to this team right here, just out of curiosity to see how it would do. Not an ideal defense whatsoever, especially considering it's weak to Hegemon and Torment, like very, 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 very weak. But against this, let's see. So a +2 Warlord. Man, he has pulled 3 Warlords. Wow, all that time spent. 3 Warlords, 3 Valkyries, got some Siphi and Kymar, +3 Awakened Kymar. But guess what? Just bring in Valkyrie, guys. Just bring in your Valkyrie. And this, wait, no, I'm faster? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait, I've stripped, wait, what? I'm confused. I'm not faster than very many people. So I get a little surprised when I come in, especially against a team like that, and I'm faster than them. Okay, so it's not really a good showcase there. Let's go. Gotta be careful against Mithrala. Mithrala is just gonna cleanse unless your Kymar's like crazy high accuracy. So here, we got Siphi, Rhodos. This is a pretty common team. Siphi, Rhodos, Kymar, Warlord. The Warlord is in Stone Skin gear though, which is definitely RNG, but we do strip it. Thankfully for the video, Plarium's like, okay, you're doing a video. We're gonna make Valkyrie look pretty good. We're just go ahead and strip the Warlord so we don't get no lockouts, okay? Definitely. Thank you very much, Plarium. You're coming through for me. All right, there we go. Rhodos. Okay, he's going to pop off. He's going to kill my Ray. Oh. I could definitely use my Leo here instead. Oh, no, I keep using that as a turn meter boost. That is bad. Let's see if Valkyrie can take him on, okay? Let's see what happens here. Okay, we're going to counterattack. Okay, not really doing much right now. Not doing much at all. Let's see. She's no crit rate right now. So it's kind of to be expected, right? Don't use that A3. No. Okay, don't kill her. Okay, you can kill her, I guess. All right, so I should not have used the res there. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. See what happens, guys. Let me know what you think about Valkyrie. If you have her, let me know. I've seen in the last video where some people are using her. Honestly, I think most people are using her as a nuke champion. Like I said, she's a very solid nuke champion. For me, I don't really need a nuke champion in a go second team. I got a lot of other really solid options. My main arena teams are go second teams. This is a little bit awkward because I didn't strip the Stone Skin there, and that Warlord got me. If I had a Warlord instead of Kymar, that would be no problem. Enemy Warlords, non-issue. But since I don't have that, enemy Warlords in Stone Skin gear is a little bit of an issue. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys want to see more stuff on Valkyrie, let me know. I've spent more than enough resources so far on her, though, in her testing for today. So, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video.